Have you ever wondered what you would do if you became pregnant and you did not know what to do, or you simply just didn't know how to take care of a baby or have the need to? Adoption. I'm going to tell you about adoption today. Facts about foster care, the cost of adoption, and the risk of adoption. A lot of people get confused about foster care. Foster care is where place, as in the state, places the child into a home that they feel is fit for the child, whether it be that case or not. A lot of times you hear about stuff happening in foster care, like the kid isn't treated for properly, or some cases they get murdered, and they try to fit them where they think they could go. Well, adoption is where the parents decide to give up their child, and then the people who want to adopt, maybe they can't have kids or whatever the case may be, they choose to adopt the child. And so it's more of a chance of the kid going to a fit place because these people actually want them. In the U.S., 397,122 children are living without permanent families in the foster care system. 101,666 of these children are eligible for adoption, but nearly 32% of these children wait over 3 years in foster care before being adopted, according to the CCA Institute. How I mentioned before, foster care systems fail children. They get paid, like the state will pay them so much money a month to take care of these children, and the adopting parents have to pay, which is another thing I'm going to talk to you about. The Child Welfare Info Service estimates that the average U.S. adoption costs between $8,000 and $40,000, according to Jeff Williams. In adoption, it's choosing a life for their child, and there are a lot of risks that go with adoption. And there are two types of adoptions. One's open adoption and the other's closed adoption. In open adoption, the birth mother or birth parents look through pictures of different families and they decide where they want their kid to be placed, what they want their child to be placed, and the family they want them to go to. And they pick that out, and over the time period of the children's life, they see pictures of them, they keep in contact, that sort of thing. And closed adoption, you just the birth parents decide they want to give their child away. They don't care to see pictures when they get older, that sort of thing. So with the risk of adoption, it's more riskier to do the open adoption because the parents, when they get to thinking, they might decide that they in fact do want to keep their child, and it might be harder for them than just the parents who are willing to just let their child go, and they pretty much already have their minds made up, it seems like. Another source from the America's Adoption Agency states that nearly 3/4 adopted children ages 0 to 5 are read to or sang to every day, compared with only half of non-adopted children who receive the same attention from their biological parents. America's Adoption Agency also states that 9 out of 10 adopted couples said the relationship they share is very close, and nearly half said their relationship is even better than expected. Another thing that the agency states is that more than 9 out of 10, every 10, said they would definitely make the same decision to adopt again if they could. A lot of people look at adoption as a very negative thing, and that the birth mothers just want to give their child up, or they just want that sort of thing, but that's really not the case at all. Adoption should be looked at as a very positive thing, that the birth parents or birth mother was actually willing to give their child a chance in life and care about them enough to give them to a family who probably couldn't have kids or want to adopt for whatever reason. Maybe they just have it in their hearts to give kids homes that weren't going to have homes anyways. So before you start thinking negative about adoption, just remember those things. And if you ever know anybody who's in need or needs help and doesn't know what to do, or that they're in that situation, hopefully now you know a little bit more about it. Thank you.